Hey folks, it's my 60th birthday today, and I got a paid day off from home from work, and I figured what better time than to get out and play with my chrono a little, because I didn't get to make it up to Pipestem, West Virginia for the IBO Trad Worlds, so I had to entertain myself somehow. And I started playing with my chronograph again. I know a lot of you hate to hear that, but since it's my birthday, it kind of amuses me. So it teaches me some interesting things. And once again, it has taught me something. I was fixing to head on up to West Virginia with some 500 spine arrows here with 200 grain points on them. That's 100 grains more than what I thought I had hit tune with, and they are the same arrow with a 100 grain point on it. So why would I do that? Why would I jack my arrow weight up 100 grains just in point weight? Well, one is to settle down my bow. These were, I found these were moving at 190 plus feet per second. They're very light. I thought that they were squirrely and unforgiving. Didn't much care for them. So the heavy weight forward of the 200 grains that I screwed on the front seemed to mask any tuning, because tuning maladies, because I could actually bear shaft with them, and they proved to be a more forgiving arrow with the 100 grains more point weight. But here's what I want to show you. So I'm going to put three. This is a 38-pound, 64-inch hex 7.5 covert hunter. I'm going to put three of these 100 grain. The arrows actually weigh 360 grains. I think they're about 9.5 GPP with 100 grain points. (190 feet per second). And I might add, you know, I jacked my brace height up to the full max of 7 inches, so that robbed me of a few feet per second, as did the wool puffs. But I like what they did for the bow. They quieted it down really nice. So there's 190. $189. And 188. So I'll go ahead and pull them. That was 188, 189, and 190 from the 300. Actually, these were 365. I mean, they're Beemans. They're not that. They're actually they vary about 5 grains across the board. They're like the least expensive arrow ICS bow hunter that Beeman makes. But I like them. They're good arrows. For what I do anyway. So there we had a 188, 189, 190 with what was really just under I think it was 9.7 grains per pound arrow. Now here's the 100 grain extra points. These are 465 grain arrows. These are just under 12.5 grains per pound. $178. And you know I like that. There's something about a rig that's up in the 180 range. $179. Last one. air, so I'm going to shoot one more. I did something funky with my release on that one too. We had 178, 179, and let's see here. 175. Guess I got nervous. $178, 179, 175. Came off that last one a little early, I guess. Maybe my fingers relaxed a little. And you know, everything people say about chronographs being a rough guesstimate kind of deal is absolutely correct. You know, that's the reason this thing is up here and not anywhere on my back lawn. Shadows from my trees can throw this thing off 10 feet per second, 15 feet per second at times, and give me all kinds of fictitious readings. So I got it up here where it's somewhat clear and in the sun, without any shadows floating across it. So now, here we have those first two sets of arrows were 500 spine, full-length Beeman ICS bow hunter. This is a border 400 spine, cut to 30 inches with the 200 grain screw-in point. So this is a 400 spine versus the 500 spine. And these arrows actually weigh about 7 grains more than those last arrows. Let's give her a ride. Duplicate, 175. $171. I came off that one dirty. It was like my fingers kind of hung. I didn't relax properly. $176. More like it. Now, what did that tell us? There wasn't much difference. Much difference between those last arrows I shot in these. The other ones were 188, 189, and 190. These arrows are running about 175. So we're talking about a 13, 15 feet per second difference between arrows that are 100 grains difference in weight. That kind of speaks to me. 100 grains and only 15, 13 feet per second difference in 100 grain difference in arrow weight. But the other thing that I wanted to show you is throughout this entire test of 9-10 arrow shot, this bow is braced at 7 inches from the throat to the string. I'm not wearing an arm guard. And this is what I wanted to show you. Remember how most of the coaches always instruct, instead of holding that bow where your knuckles are vertical, the more vertical your knuckles of your bow hand are, the more you're rolling your arm in line with the string path. But you get those knuckles on a proper grip, pulling into that thumb palm pad, and what it does is it, I don't know if you're even seeing this, it rolls your arm out of the string path of the bow. 7-inch brace height, no arm guard, no string burn. Have a great weekend.